Okay, in this video, Alex Collier, I don't agree with everything that he talks about. I just do some of his videos for generalities. But in this one, I disagree with him. We have a sun simulator, and I'm going to point out how they use the frequency inside the building where he's sitting. And he's also saying how we might go into a mini ice age. And we've gone from a circular thing to an elliptical path, and also that he's saying that the earth shifted 40 degrees instead of the 23.5. So that I don't buy. What we have, people, is a sun simulator sitting in front of the sun. So I'm just going to play this. It's just a really quick clip. You can listen to what he says and go for there. But remember, they have technology to move planets and stuff like that. Like our moon, they can just move shit around. So, anyways, I don't buy what he's saying, but I'm just throwing it out here because they might be trying to do quote unquote an ice age thing. So, here we go.
The mini ice age solar minimum change to Earth's orbit is it's involved. There's a lot of components to this, and I think you'll really find this fascinating. I know that I did, but there's a lot of pieces that have to be looked at, and then of course the game of disclosure. So we'll close with that. Current stat: those of you who are in America, you know about Jeffrey Epstein. Did he or didn't he not commit suicide? No one I know in all of my circles believe he committed suicide. 99% of them don't believe he's dead at all. I guess one day we may find out or we won't. I don't know. But you know, if we've learned one thing, is that when they want you to look in this direction, there's usually something else going on that they don't want you to pay attention to. Solar minimum. James brought this to my attention a couple weeks ago, and I'm aware that there are people out there who are talking about a mini ice age. Now, in researching this and going back into past notes and trying to piece things together, I'm going to lay this all out for you today. And we have the board, and I have a prop, a small globe. That's all I can find. Okay, to give you an idea about what's really happening. For 100,000 years, the Earth had a perfect circular orbit around the sun. Somehow, in the last few years, and no one is saying how or exactly when, we moved into an elliptical orbit, okay, which is significantly different. Because at one point, we are further from the sun than we were, okay? Now, to also complicate the fact that we're now in instead of a circular orbit, an elliptical orbit, we also have the planet tilting. Now, if you've been paying attention to the sun at all, where it rises and where it sets, it is rising and setting at 40 degrees north of the equator. Okay, that means the planet is tilting more than 23.5 degrees, significantly more. And what's happening is as we move to this elliptical area, which we would consider winter, okay, the northern hemisphere, our winter, the northern hemisphere is further from the sun than it used to be. So it would obviously be a little bit cooler.
Okay, that I don't buy. We have a sun simulator sitting in front of the sun. And the sun is more whiter. It's a directed energy weapon. I don't buy this whole thing, but they do have technology to move things. So I don't know if we're tilted at 40 degrees or not, but how come the astronomers